Welcome to my channel. My name is Constance and thank you so much for taking the time to stop by. Today I am going to be talking about one of my favorite things in the world, lipstick. And more specifically, what we're going to talk about today is how to make your lipstick last. I have my notebook of things that I wrote down, and let's go ahead and get into it. So, everybody always wants to have the most beautiful lips that will last forever. And there are a couple good really tips and tricks on how to make that beautiful pout or neutral or whatever you have going on actually stay for a pretty long time. So my first tip trick that I want to talk about is exfoliating your lips. Now, if you have dry skin on your lips or it's just an uneven texture, one, the lipstick is not going to look as nice, and two, if you have like dead skin that's kind of peeling off, it's obviously going to peel your lipstick off, so it's not going to look as good, and it's also not going to last as long. Now, there are two things that I really like doing kind of as part of my lip routine, for lack of a better word. And the first one is when you wash your face, I will take a washcloth, like this guy right here, and just after I'm done washing my face, I'll go over my lips. I'm not going to do it because this lipstick would become a hot mess. But do it gently. You don't want to like scrub your lips raw. You don't want bleeding lips. That's not how you want to get the red tone. You don't want, yeah, no, don't do that. So I'll just gently, in like little circles, go over my lips just to get the dead skin off. And you can tell your lips will feel very like refreshed, sometimes slightly tingly when you do it. But that is something you can do on the day, every other day, and it just really helps with the application. Now, the other thing for exfoliating is my roommate and my friend actually got this for me for birthday or Christmas? Birthday. Birthday. And this is from Lush, and it is called the Lip Scrub. Now, a bunch of different brands do these, and these are awesome. It does the same thing as with a washcloth where you're exfoliating, except it's like a sugar scrub. This one's actually edible. You can eat it, and I have the flavor. I think it's cherry Coke is the flavor that she got me. She knows me really, really well, and I'm obsessed with cherry Coke. But this is super easy. It comes in a little jar that looks like this. You literally will just take it off, and then what you'll see inside, it smells like sugar because it's a sugar scrub, but it's super grainy, and so that super grainy texture is what is going to exfoliate your lips. You literally can scoop it in with your finger. I'm the only one who uses this, so I'll literally just do like the boom boom, and then once you have it on with your finger, you can rub it around, or just with your lips, go like mwah, 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 and just really rub it into your lips, and that's going to exfoliate the dead skin off, and then you can wash it off, or with this stuff you can actually eat it. You will be eating the dead skin on your lips, but let's be real, you're probably doing that anyways, whether intentionally or not. So those are my two good tips for exfoliating your lips so that whatever you're putting on them has a very nice, clean, smooth surface, so it'll really be able to stick onto them and the product will look good. The next step, and I know that this one probably seems really obvious, and this one is really, really hard for me, but stay hydrated. Um, your lips, for me at least, I notice that one of the first things when I am becoming dehydrated is your lips get a lot more dry and chapped. Now, dry and chapped lips have more dead skin on them. And yes, you can exfoliate some of that off, but there is a certain point in which if you have dry, cracked lips, you cannot exfoliate them until you bleed. We already talked about that. So, one of the things, if you really want to have a good surface and you really want to have healthy lips, because makeup will stay on healthy lips significantly better than dry lips, make sure you hydrate that body. And let's see. Also, your lips will be a lot plumper. When you're more hydrated, your lips are going to be, well, they are going to be larger and larger looking because they're not like shriveled prunes on your face. Now, tip number 3 is to moisturize your lips. Now, what I mean by moisturizing is kind of self-explanatory, But I recommend moisturizing your lips at night. There's a dog barking outside. We're going to ignore him. But moisturize your lips at night. Or if I have a day where I'm not wearing lipstick and I just want kind of like a nice natural gloss or something, then I'll wear a moisturizer. I don't recommend putting on a moisturizer before you put on a lip product. I know there are a lot of like lip primers and everything. If you like using them, keep on using them. I'm not saying not to. Just for me personally, what I will notice is I wear a lot of liquid lipsticks, and using a lip primer, it never lets a mattifying liquid lipstick on me dry down completely all the way. So it'll still be pigmented and look beautiful, but I'm not getting the effect I want. If you really want a dried down matte liquid lipstick, exfoliate and then moisturize at nighttime, but don't put moisturizer on before you put on that lip product. And one of the things I really like, these came out this year and I'm like obsessed with them, they're actually from Milani, and they are called the Moisture Lock, and then they have a bunch of different, I think I have all of the flavors at this point maybe except the grape one, but they have a huge applicator and I was kind of like, why is that even necessary? But it applies the product really well, and it really is like a lip oil balm. And I like it because when you put it on, it stays in place. It doesn't get messy and smear all over your face. And I really can tell that my lips absorb it. Overall, if you want a good lip moisturizer, highly, highly recommend it. So moving on to our tip number 4, and this is huge. I think this sometimes is one of the most important things, and that's to know what product you are buying. A lot of lipsticks out there claim that they are long lasting, because why would you ever want to buy a lipstick that you put on and goes away? But you kind of have to take into consideration and look past the first thing you see on the marketing and be like, what is it that I am really buying? For example, this is the NARS one, and these are amazing. They're expensive, but these are one of my favorite like lipsticks. And I don't like lipstick that much. But NARS says that it's long lasting, and it is, and they're highly pigmented. But they don't claim to be transfer proof. And what I mean is like transfer proof is when you like mwah, and you kiss the back of your hand and there's nothing. Like what I have on right now it's transfer proof. So these are high pigmentation. They last a long time, but they're not transfer proof. And so what that means is anytime like you touch your face, you're eating, moving, anything, that it's gonna wear off. Now, what I personally like, what I think lasts the longest and what doesn't budge, what doesn't move, what stays in place, and just, I like matte lipstick, and a lot of them tend to be matte, are what are really popular right now, and that is the beautiful liquid lipstick that dries down to a matte. And obviously it goes on liquid, dries down matte. Normally they'll dry down within like a couple seconds to a minute, just depends on the formula and the brand. But these guys, if you're looking for something that is going to last you, these guys are awesome. Something to bear in mind though, when you're putting on lipstick, less is more. So in particular, when you're putting on a liquid lipstick that dries down to matte, you want to find a formula that's very pigmented, and you really only want to do one layer of it, see how it looks, and if you think you need more, put on a second layer. The reason being is the more layers you do on a liquid lipstick, it's going to crumble off more. It's not meant to be heaped onto your lips. It's meant to really be 1 or 2 coats, and that's how you're going to get the best use out of the formulas. So make sure you know what product that you're buying and how that product is actually supposed to work. That's a big thing. I think sometimes with makeup, one of the biggest issues is, well, not issues, but having the wrong expectations for the wrong product. And if you're expecting something to act like a matte liquid lipstick and you're getting a regular lipstick, you're never going to have your expectations and what you're buying actually match up together. So know what you're buying. And then let's see, my next thing I wanted to go over is, yes. So be aware of how food affects lipstick. I know that that may seem kind of like a no-brainer, and a lot of people already know about this, but in general, what breaks up makeup is oil. Like you can literally wipe off a full face of makeup with some olive oil. and it breaks it down. Just how whatever the chemistry is between it, oil will break down makeup. So know that when you go out to eat, if you're eating something that's like oily or has like a cream-based sauce which will have oil in it, or like buttery, anything like that, oil is going to break down your liquid lipstick. It's not a default of your lipstick, and there are some amazing liquid lipsticks that will last a really long time through a meal. But know that the more oil that's touching your lips, or anywhere on your face for that matter, then the more it's going to break down your makeup and the more it's going to come off. And let's see, moving onwards, lip liner is the next thing I want to talk about. Lip liner helps keep your lipstick in place, and it also helps prevent feathering. And also, if your lipstick fades, you have the lip liner underneath it. So instead of it being your naked lip color peeking through, it'll be the lip liner. It also helps lipstick from like smudging, smearing around all over the face. And if you don't want to use lip liner, or in addition to lip liner, another really good trick for making your lip color pop is when you're doing your foundation, actually pat your foundation over your lips. What that's going to do is neutralize the color of your lips, so then whatever lip color you pick is really going to pop and stand out. So that is it for my how to make your lipstick last all day, and I hope it was able to help you out and hopefully give you some tips and tricks. If you have any other tips and tricks, leave them in the comments down below, and please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!